Hello everybody and welcome to the first gameplay episode of the Celtic career mode in Season 5 right here on FC25. It is an away trip to Borussia Dortmund, a big game to kick things off. We've got some new faces who I will be using for the very first time. Oh my god, I'm buzzing for this. We are going to get through the league phase today and probably finish it off on Monday, all going well. Originally, I was just going to get through all the highlights, but what fun would that be? I had to show at least the first couple of games with this new team. There you can see Viktor Gyökeres leading the line, the new Swedish number 7 for Celtic. Hopefully it goes just as well, and maybe even a little bit better than how the last number 7 got on from Sweden. Oh, I'm buzzing for this, lads. I am buzzing for this. So, I can't remember if I said this or not in the preview episode, but I will only be showing the Champions League games this season. If we get to the Scottish Cup final, then I might play that. If and when we win the league, I'll show you us lifting the trophy as long as I don't skip over that game. But the main focus this season, lads, is on the European Cup. It was the main focus of last season as well, but I was still kind of keeping you in the loop with the league. I won't show the league table or even anything to do with the Scottish Cup until the end of the season, because I'm simming those games myself, so that's why that is. But as you can see there, Dortmund going with a very strong team. They've brought in a few interesting players. I don't know what's going on with the formations now in this game. There's so many glitches in FC25. I mean, in other news, water is wet. But I feel like there's more glitches since the game has progressed than there were in the beginning of the game. Like we saw when we lost the Champions League final, Atletico Madrid were lifting nothing. So in a way, it made me kind of glad we didn't win it last season, and hopefully, if we do get to the final this season, that will be fixed. I did go into the exhibition mode to play a Champions League final to see if it worked there, and the trophy seems to be working fine in that mode, so hopefully in career mode that can get fixed as well. But this is the team we're going with. We've got a hell of a lot of players on suspensions. Ederson between the sticks, the back four of Johnston, Brooks, Inacio and Robertson. McTominay comes in for the suspended Varela, Kokchu and Timber there as well. Maeda on the left, Francisco on the right, Gyökeres up front. Anthony Gordon is on the bench. He is recovering from an injury, so I didn't want to risk him getting injured again, so hopefully he'll recover from that quite soon. But he was fit enough to make the bench, as I say. But here we go, the first game of Season 5 with this new look Celtic team against an opposition that we've had a few mixed results against. Let's see what we can do here. Is Julian Brandt over to Onana, who was a player I actually had my eye on, but it didn't quite work out. Oh, fuck off. Oh my god, I hate Dortmund so much. I actually bloody hate this team so much. Honestly, we talk about the Belgian teams and how they've become a big rival for us. Dortmund, though, are right up there as well. The first attack, and the ball hits the back of the net. Oh my goodness me. Well, great start with this new looking Celtic team. Amazing start. What is it about Borussia Dortmund? They just seem to have my number. And I have theirs, but it's blocked. That's why I can't seem to get through to them. But anyways, look, it's early days. Here's Kokchu. Oh, I thought he was going to get it through to Maeda. He has. Maeda, he's onside. This is why I wasn't in a rush to replace this man straight away. I felt like we did need a little bit more on that left-hand side just to have a couple of options there. Palma was okay, but we brought in Gordon to give Maeda somebody to battle it out with. But he is still such a crucial part of this team. Great play there by Kokchu. And Maeda, on his so-called weaker foot, makes it 1-1. What a start to this game. Never a dull moment. Kobel unable to get near it. And we're back on level terms. Well, this is kind of like how the game went in real life, but that game finished 7-1 to Dortmund. So let's hope that this is where the realistic elements end. Good tackle there by Alistair Johnston, who I tell you what has been one of my favourite players in this series. He really has been. I've really enjoyed using him. Here's Andy Robertson, who has already declined since we brought him in, but still, he has experience of winning this tournament. And he's been in a few finals that he's lost as well, so he should know a thing or two about how to overcome certain aspects of a Champions League final. Oh, that's not... Oh, I was going to say it's not a great ball by McTominay, but we still Managed to keep it. Robertson again. Oh, I see. He's just going to be that little bit slower on the ball. Oh, but he's done well to win that back. Oh no, apparently he's given away a free kick. Oh well. It was a bit of a risk bringing him in at that age for the money that we brought him in for. But as I say, the Champions League winning experience, the fact he's from Scotland. Oh, that's a good ball to Malin. Ooh, Ederson gets there. Speaking of experienced Champions League winners. Honestly, lads, it was tough getting rid of Pulisic. It really, really was. It was a decision that I was a bit 50-50 about. But, you know, I knew that we could get an older goalkeeper for a very good price and then reinvest the Pulisic money back into the squad, which we've done. So hopefully it'll be worth it in the end. Here's Scott McTominay. Gyökeres is offside. He's offside. It's the first time we've put the ball in the back of the net with him, but it won't count, unfortunately. But regardless of whether we win the Champions League or not, lads, this will have to be the final season. I don't want this series to drag on forever. But hopefully we can end it with the European Cup. I can't have 2 series in a row without winning the Champions League. I just can't. Oh, that's a good ball to Brandt. I couldn't fucking switch player, though. I was trying to switch player. It would not switch to Brooks until it was too late. And Dortmund are 2-1 up now. Honestly, I've seen other people say it as well, so I'm not going crazy. Switching players in this game has become needlessly difficult. I was spamming the button to switch to Phil Brooks. By the time it switched to him, Brandt was never not going to get the shot off. Outside of the foot. Ederson gets nowhere near it. Dortmund are back in front. And that is really frustrating. EA need to get their shit together. Here's Maeda, though. Gyökeres wins a free kick. We're not going to take it quickly. There's no point. Right, I am terrible at free kicks in this game. Is Kochu the best free kick taker? Yes, he is, by quite some margin as well. Can I get some curve on this one? Can I get the equaliser? Oh, I hit the post! It's hit the post and gone wide. So unlucky. Ah, what a chance that was to get the equaliser. So unlucky. But unfortunately we still trail. And look, I have to keep in mind we do have a couple of players missing, but it's not an excuse. Rangers are 1-0 down to Real Madrid. Of course, we have to play Real Madrid as well in the league phase, which did not go well for us last season. Here's Scott McTominay now, though, in for the suspended Varela. What can Scotty Mac do? Scott McTominay. Oh, it's a great run. It's Viktor Gyökeres. Oh, and he's hit the bloody post as well. Oh, my goodness me. But he still has it. What can he do with it? Very little. Ah, and we still trail by that 1 goal. So unlucky yet again. Again, it's not letting me switch player. Oh, God. Again, I'm trying to switch to Phil Brooks. Oh, he's done me, though. Don't go 3-1 down. Oh, thank God. What the hell has just fallen on the floor? What has just fallen on the floor? Oh, it's my laptop charger. I was wondering. I'm all problems. I'm all problems. But a corner kick here for Dortmund. Can they create another problem for us? Let's hope not. Robertson doesn't get there. Ederson with the save. And it goes back to him. Oh, it's not a bad clearance either. Out to Gyökeres. But he loses it. Oh, it's a good ball. I don't fucking believe this! Oh, I fucking hate these pricks so much! I fucking hate Dortmund so much! They just seem to have my number every time I come up against them. Oh my God, I'm doing a Brighton career mode in my own kind of spare time. I've just qualified for the Europa League in it. Dortmund somehow ended up in the Europa League as well. And they battered me 3-1. I know 3-1 doesn't sound like a big scoreline, but when I tell you it was a battering, it was. And now I'm 3-1 down to them here in the first half. Oh, and it looks like our first game in the Champions League this season is not going to be A successful one. I don't... Oh, piss off. Just piss off, Evan Nielsen. Good save by Ederson. Decent ball in, headed away. 2 added minutes. Can we get one more chance? No, we can't, because we go and fucking lose it again. Brandt. Another save by Ederson. This really has me worried. It really does. That's going to be half-time. It is. 3-1 down, lads. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. I feel like I need to change something straight away. Robertson somehow has not lost any energy. Inacio has. You know what? I'm just going to do it. Anthony Gordon, you're coming on. I'll put Maid out on the right. Gordon can get 45 minutes there out on the left. And let's see if that makes any difference. What can he create here? He's already bloody gone down a rating since we signed him. That's because we signed him whilst he was injured. But here he is. Oh, what a run. Anthony Gordon. Oh, lovely. Oh my goodness me, what an introduction to the team! It wasn't an easy angle either. This is the first time I've been able to include him in a squad. I haven't even included him in any of the sim games leading up to this. And the first thing he does is get round Coble, who committed far too soon there, and he squeezes it in, and it's 3-2. The perfect start to the second half. Welcome to Celtic, Anthony Gordon. The Geordie boy, who now wears the green and white of Celtic. Even though, technically, he's not wearing green and white at the moment because we're in the third kit, but still, you get what I mean. And it's the perfect start to his Celtic career. Love to see it. Right. Do not concede straight away. We've had too many basketball games lately. And I know some people will say put it on simulation. It's too slow, lads. It is. I don't need the game to be... Oh, give me a second. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Brooks. Couldn't get there. But I don't need the game to be ultra realistic to the point where everything just feels so slow and sluggish. I just don't enjoy playing that type of game. Here's Gyökeres. Oh, hasn't been able to create too much, and he took forever to try and pass that ball there. Dortmund have it again. Joe Gomez, or not Joe Gomez, bloody, what's his name? The other Gomez. There's a lot of Gomez. Here's Evan Nielsen, though. He's looked lively anytime he's been on the ball. Brooks, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing? Brilliant tackle there. Whew. What can he do now? Inacio, good ball to Gyökeres. Not had the best game so far. Oh, but he's done really well there, but he ends up losing it. And I didn't know who to... Oh, why did I do that? It's the one time it did switch player when I shouldn't have. I should have just let Brooks get there. And Dortmund are in again. Good block. That would have been on me. I should have just let Brooks go for it. I switched to Johnston right at the last second. I know he was closer to it, but it ended up slowing him down. We're losing the ball far too much in that position, though. Malin now. Oh, he's done really well. But Ederson pushes it away. And that's a good clearance out to Anthony Gordon. We haven't been able to get him on the ball anywhere near as much since we brought him on. And what the fuck was that from Timber? Left in no man's land there. What a save again by Ederson. He may be in his mid-30s, but he has not lost that sharpness whatsoever. 3-2. It remains. Here's Anthony Gordon. Cuts it back. Kokchu. Oh, it's a good block. And it's out for a corner kick. It's asking us to bring Ward on for Timber. I tell you what, it might come to be at some stage in this game, but not right now. That corner is dealt with by Dortmund. Johnston, is he onside? Yes, he is. I can't believe what I've just seen. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Oh, lads, Evan Ferguson must be absolutely pissing himself watching this. Have we made a mistake? Oh, my God. You know what? I have to do it. Ward's going to come on for Timber. Ida's coming on for Gyökeres. He has not been great here on his Champions League debut. Oh, look, it's the first time I've used him, so I don't want to panic too much, but this has been appalling. Such a great chance from there to score in his Champions League debut. For Celtic, that is. And he's only gone and done that. Oh, Robertson, how have you not gotten there, lad? Come on, get there, Ignacio. Well done, well done, well done. Here's Brooks. Scott McTominay. Okokchu. Oh, I was in two minds about whether I keep going or whether I pass it. Adamida. Adamida. Oh, what's he doing? Adamida. Oh, my God. My strikers are just so inconsistent in this game. Gyökeres is missing sitters. Ida couldn't seem to make up his mind until the very last second. And even then it was too late. And Dortmund looked to go on the attack here again. Johnston, just take him out. Just take him out. Fuck it. Just take the booking. There's no need to let him go through. What card is it going to be, though? It's a straight fucking red. For fuck's sake. It's a straight red. It's not denying a goal-scoring opportunity. He's not the last man. That should not be a straight red card. Oh, for God's sake. I think that's a bit harsh. Oh, McTominay I'll take off for Marquis. I'd rather play without a CDM than a right back. Just feel like we're exposed enough down that right-hand side as it is. We've dealt with the free kick though, but they still have it. Here's Malin. Nemecha. They're looking to seal it here. Dortmund, good block by Phil Brooks. Now here's Craig Ward, who had a really good time at the Euros. Oh, it's a good ball as well to Ida, but he's taken too heavy a fucking touch! Oh, lads, I'm getting a lot more frustrated now because we don't have the cushion of being in the early seasons where we weren't expected to do anything. This team should be doing far better. Here's Ward. Oh, I didn't know what to do there, but I've given out to Maeda. And he's gone and lost it as well. It's just not been our day. This has just not been our day. Gordon. Oh, loses it. Nearly won it back, though. Well, we're coming into the 90th minute now, and I guarantee there's going to be fuck all time added on. 2 minutes. Frustration all around. And now I can't get the fucking ball off them, and we're in absolutely... Oh, it's a good ball as well. Fucking piss off. Just piss off, Dortmund, you absolute German twats. I'd like to take this moment to talk to all 0.05% of my German viewers on this channel. That was not directed towards you, just the football club of Borussia Dortmund. Absolutely can't stand the pricks. Love the rest of Germany. But anyways, thankfully we do bounce back to winning ways in our next Champions League game. And this was a game where if everything went wrong in the last one, most things went right in this one. Viktor Gyökeres opening up his Champions League account for Celtic. Great run there by Kokchu, I think it was. He cut it back just before it went out, and Gyökeres smashed it in, and he is off the mark here in the Champions League for Celtic. You love to see that. Then he went on to get his second goal of the game just before the hour mark. Lovely turn, brilliant finish. He doubled up. We doubled up, and I was starting to feel a bit calmer because I won't lie, before this a couple of annoying things happened. So it's not here in the highlights, but number one, Phil Brooks got sent off for one of the softest fouls you'll ever see, and secondly, we had about 3 goals disallowed for offside, 2 of them from Gyökeres, which was really, really frustrating. But he still was not finished there, and he went off to score his first European hat-trick for Celtic. A great run, lovely dribbling, smacks it past Strakosha in the Athens net, and that was surely putting us on the road to our first 3 points here in the Champions League this season. But then we said, you know what, Gyökeres is going to get the headlines, but let's give the shine to some other players as well. Alan Varela scoring one of the best goals we've scored this series. Need I say more? What a hit. I don't know what possessed me to take a shot from there. I think I just thought, fuck it, we're 3-0 up. We've got nothing to lose. May as well just have a go and see what happens. And then that happens right there. If you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the raffle. And you know who took that advice to heart after seeing that? That was none other than substitute Craig Ward, who scored a pretty decent goal himself, spacking it into the top corner. 2 goal of the season contenders there. I'd probably just about give the edge to Varela, but that's about as clean a hit as you can ask for there from Ward as well. 5-0 against Athens. First 3 points back to winning ways. You love to see it. Well, we scored a few beauties in the last game, but the first goal in this game is one that we concede, and you have to give credit. What a strike that is by Fernando. For some reason, it doesn't show you the ball actually hitting the net. It goes off the bar and goes into that bottom corner. Salzburg taking the lead there in this second game of the Champions League phase at Celtic Park. But then Anthony Gordon, who got the goal against Dortmund when he came off the bench, scores against Red Bull Salzburg here. His first home goal in the Champions League, and it's a really well taken finish as well. That was just 3 minutes after conceding. And even though I had my concerns after his first game, Viktor Gyökeres has just proven why we paid the money, why we made him move club twice in the transfer window just to bring him here to Celtic Park. He gave us the lead here. Lovely finish past the goalkeeper. Calm, collected, composed, and we took the lead in the 16th minute. A few minutes later, he showed there was more where that came from today, and showing that he can do it on his right foot and his left foot, smacks it past the keeper again. A 3-1 lead before half time, and then in the second half he sealed not his first but his second Champions League hat-trick for Celtic. 2 in a row at Celtic Park. What a way to introduce yourself to paradise. You love to see it. We did concede another one though, not too long after this. To be fair, it's a good, it's a well-worked goal, I should say, but we gave him far too much space. Ederson conceding his second goal of the game. Annoyingly, Ederson has already dropped down to an 87, but I have liked how he's performed so far in the team, and he hasn't conceded too many goals in the league either in the sim game, so I'm not too worried. It's the risk you take by signing an older goalkeeper. And listen, he's gone down to an 87. It's not like he's shot down to like 70 or something, so no need to panic just yet. But Viktor Gyökeres getting his 4th goal of the game was our 5th goal of the game. Really good work there by Maeda. The shot was parried out back to Gyökeres. A 5-2 win here over Salzburg, who we did knock out of the Champions League last season, and it's another 3 points in the bag for Celtic. A dull moment is the catchphrase of this channel, and that catchphrase was proven in this game as to why we say it so much. What a game this was against Fenerbahce. Bit of bad luck here to go 1-0 behind, I should say. I'm all over the place after this game. The amount of frustration, lads. I kind of wish I played this one in full. But we did go 1-0 down here. Bit of an unlucky break, as I say, with the way that ball fell. And he smacked it past Ederson to give Fenerbahce the lead. But then it was the Canadian, Alistair Johnston, one of my favourite players that I've used in this career mode. Absolutely love the man to bits. Got a bit of luck with his header. Keeper couldn't get enough on it. It actually ended up going through the legs of the defender after the keeper parried it. And we got that equaliser to bring it back on level terms. That's what an equaliser means, Joe. What are you on about? But that didn't last very long, because 3 minutes later, Fenerbahce scored yet again. Oh, I could feel my blood boiling here. I can't speak at the moment. I can't bloody speak, to quote Mark Goldbridge. But we went 2-1 down here, only 3 minutes after equalising. And then once again, it was a basketball game. Anthony Gordon running clean through here on goal. Does really well to slot that past the keeper and to get yet another Champions League goal. 2-2 before half-time. That is how we went into the half-time break. And then a former Rangers player had to be the man to pop up to put us 3-2 down. Only 25 minutes to go. Fenerbahce were all over me at this stage. I really didn't think we were going to get anything from this game. So I decided to break the emergency glass. I brought on Adamida. I switched to a 4-4-2, and this was the end result of that. Ida breaking past the defence, nobody near him, smacks it past the keeper, 3-3, and I really started to feel like we were getting into a groove here. Lovely finish from Ida, his first Champions League goal of the season, and then this man popping up yet again. Great ball by Kosensau. Ward passes it to Gyökeres, who gets his 8th Champions League goal of the season in only his 4th appearance. puts us 4-3 up with only a few minutes to go. I then decided to switch to a more defensive formation, which kept 2 strikers up front though, and this happened again. Ida into Gyökeres, hits it first time. 5-3, another win on the road in the Champions League. Let me take that back. Our first win on the road in the Champions League this season, but our 3rd win overall in a row. And now let's finish off this episode with a full game against yet another German opposition after that first game which we lost to Dortmund. Let's hope we can right that wrong and get 3 points against Frankfurt. Before we get into that game though, look at this. I noticed this in the sim games. Gyökeres in the Scottish League for some reason is just not producing the numbers, but in the Champions League he is absolutely flying. That's so weird. Well lads, it feels like a while since we've done this, playing a full game at Celtic Park in the Champions League, and it is against Frankfurt. We've already lost to one German team in this episode. I don't want to lose to another one, but something I've been very excited to see. I didn't know if we'd ever see this again, and I know they haven't patched it, which I'm really glad about, is teleporting through the brick wall. It's become a Champions League tradition, and I couldn't go an episode without showing you that. I'm really, really happy that that they've never fixed that, and I hope they never do. But here we go against Frankfurt. Well, they know a thing or two about beating teams from Glasgow in big European games. They did beat Rangers in the Europa League final back in 2022. And I actually really enjoyed that Europa League final. Like, never mind Rangers losing it. Like, even taking that out of the equation. Sometimes, right? And I don't know if this is a bit of a controversial opinion. I find some Europa League games more exciting than Champions League games in the latter stages. Because I just find the Europa League is a little bit more unpredictable unless Sevilla are in it, because they always seem to bloody win it. But taking them out of that equation, I actually think the Europa League can be more exciting at times. Now, of course, I love the Champions League, and you'd always rather be in the Champions League instead of the Europa League. But just as a neutral, I find that the Europa League, especially now that the winners qualify for the Champions League, it just makes it a bit more interesting. But that's just my opinion. But I still love the Champions League, of course, and I want to win it in this Celtic career mode. Right, Gyökeres may not be doing the job in the Scottish League, but he is more than making up for it in the Champions League. And let's see if he can do it here in our first full game that we're playing on the channel in Season 5 in the Champions League. Here we go. I have put Christensen in the team instead of Robertson. I'm starting to think I probably shouldn't have signed him. He's very, very slow. He's okay at times, but it was purely just me trying to fit a Scottish player into the team. And yeah, it ain't working out. But look, we've got McTominay who can start quite a few games as well. Oh my god, Ederson having to make a save already. So McTominay can be the Scotsman in the team, even though he doesn't start every game. But it's another corner. Frankfurt starting this game very lively here. Oh, and we've missed that tackle. Well, we've gone 1-0 down in the last couple of Champions League games, and it looks like that's going to happen again here. No, it's not yet anyways, because Ederson has just pulled out a fantastic save. God, that Celtic jersey looks good on him, I have to say. I did give him the number 31 jersey as well. He wears it at Man City. So I said we'd give him that jersey here as well. Why not? Oh, and here's Timber now. Oh, he's done really well there to give it to his midfield partner, Kokchu. He's going to turn round. He's going to give it to Viktor Gyökeres, who has already entered double figures in the Champions League this season, and we're only on match day 5. That is absolutely incredible. He's taken to this competition with Celtic like a duck to water, and we have the lead here against Frankfurt. Hopefully we don't repeat what Rangers did and give away the lead and end up losing. Obviously this game can't go to penalties, but whatever, you get what I mean. But Viktor Gyökeres, 10 goals in 5 Champions League games. Now Evan Ferguson did fantastic in this competition for us last season, but Gyökeres has already started performing a little bit better than what even he was doing. But remember, we do have to come up against Evan Ferguson in this league phase as well, as we take on Club Brugge, which I'm still surprised are the only team that put in a somewhat serious offer for him. And obviously in real life it looks like he'll be going out on loan, which from an Ireland perspective is good. He needs to get more minutes. Oh fucking hell, I said it earlier on, we're having too many bloody basketball games on this channel as of late. It's 1-1. Right, let's just ignore it. It didn't happen. We're still 1-0 up. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Still 1-0 up, lads. A clean sheet. Get in. Oh, it's so annoying. Come on. Let's have this become a real basketball game now. It caught you! Oh, it really is becoming another basketball game. Bloody hell, I need to download NBA 2K. I think I'd be unbelievable at that game. But it's goals galore here. Never a dull moment. I have to get that merch made soon. I'll tell you what, right? Here's a promise. If one day we can reach 1,000 subscribers, I will make some merch with the Never a Dull Moment slogan on it. And it won't be to make a profit. I'll make sure the money goes to a good cause. Because, lads, honestly, this YouTube channel, especially in recent times, oh my god, it's given me so much joy. It really has. Unless we come up against a German or a Belgian team, that is. But anyways, other than that, it's been great. So thank every single one of you who have subscribed as of recently, or as of late. My grammar is all over the place. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, is what I'm trying to say. Really means a lot. I can't believe we've already passed the 400 mark. That's still crazy to me. We got there a lot sooner than I was expecting. So it means an absolute lot to me. So if you want to give me a Christmas present and you're not already subscribed, well, there you go. Hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying it. Oh, that's a bad ball there by Varela. Unlucky. And of course, speaking of Club Brugge as well, Celtic obviously got that draw against Club Brugge. A very, very frustrating performance from Celtic. I was watching 2 games at one time and the Celtic one kept buffering for me. I was watching Liverpool, Real Madrid, as well as Celtic and Brugge. Cameron Carter-Vickers with a calamity of an own goal. Maida obviously getting the equaliser. Oh, God. I was going to say, speaking of equalisers, Frankfurt nearly got one there. But yeah, it's a shame. I think that was a game Celtic would have obviously wanted to win. I mean, you want to win every game, but you know what I mean. But listen, if there's anyone who knows about how frustrating Belgian teams can be, it's me. So I sympathise. Oh, that's a good ball around the back. Oh, I thought he was going to take him out there. Timber into Gordon. And now Gyökeres. Anthony Gordon. Oh, good save. It's Francisco, who's never scored in the Champions League, and he's offside there. Unlucky. But the halftime break quickly approaching. Wouldn't mind going in 2-1 up, but I also wouldn't mind getting another one as well. Johnston, gonna get done for pace here, it looks like. Oh no, he's not. Brilliant tackle there from the Canadian. And speaking of Canada, obviously we're doing Manchester United next after Celtic. That will be starting as soon as this career mode finishes. But then of course we are using a Canadian team, but we're putting them in France as we take CF Montreal, formerly known as Montreal Impact, into the French second division. So there's a road to glory to look forward to. Something a bit different as well from your standard road to glories. But we are 2-1 up here in the first half against Frankfurt. Bloody hell, that whistle was very loud. Jesus Christ, that actually gave me a fright. Fucking hell. Don't know if that was as loud as it was for you as it was for me. But we don't need to make any changes. And let's try and hold on to this lead. Obviously, after this game as well, we will have a look at the league table. I think we were 5th coming into this game. Oh, shit. Ederson with the save. And I do know Frankfurt were 9th, so just outside the automatic last 16 places. And that's going to go out for our goal kick. So despite a poor result to Dortmund, if we win this game, then we're in a very healthy position. I really want to finish in that top 8. I think that's crucial for us. Don't want to have to be in the playoffs. But we've already done a hell of a lot better than we did last season. Not that that was going to be very difficult. Oh, that's lovely. Gyökeres, Kokchu, 3-1. That is beautiful football here at Paradise. His second goal of the game, our third. Gyökeres showing that he doesn't just score them, he can set them up as well. Oh lads, I'm loving this team. I am loving this team. We had to make a few tough decisions in the summer to get rid of some players that I've absolutely adored having in this career mode. But look at that from Gyökeres into Kokchu, who I'm still probably mispronouncing the name of, but I don't care. He'll forever be Kokchu to me. I was about to make a very dirty joke there, and I'm really glad I stopped myself. But anyways, 3-1 up here against Frankfurt. Rangers, you see, this is how you do it, lads. It's not that hard. I shouldn't have said that. There's still about half an hour to go. And we know how many times I've jinxed myself on this channel, especially, after I take the mick out of someone. And they're going to do it here, aren't they? Oh, good save by Ederson. Well, he may have already dropped one overall, but I haven't felt it, to be honest. He doesn't feel any worse than what he was when he signed. He's still been putting in some quality performances. Cleared away there. But I'm sure Pullison is going to go up to like a 95 rating now or something just because we sold him. Guarantee it. Here's Duran. Good tackle. And now Timber, who hasn't quite regained the form that he had when he left us, but still, it's early days. Kokchu's on a hat-trick. Oh, and he's got it! Would you believe it? Well, it was Viktor Gyökeres scoring 2 hat-tricks in the first 2 home Champions League games this season, and now it's Kokchu. Where did he come from? His first 3 Champions League goals of the season, and he's bringing home the match ball today to showcase that. It's going right in the mantelpiece. It's a lovely finish as well. He's been another one of my favourite players. Well, I was so gutted when we initially let go of Timber, but then we brought in Kokchu, who's just been absolutely phenomenal and took it to another level. And now to have the two of them together is fantastic. It really, really is. And he's bringing home the match ball here in the Champions League. 25 minutes to go, 4-1 up. Yeah, you can definitely feel when we come up against a certain caliber of team that we're so much stronger. We really, really are. And Ederson makes another good save. I don't want to jinx anything though. I'm not going to give any prediction for how we're going to do in the Champions League this season. I'm still heartbroken about that final last year. But look, it is what it is. Shit happens. That's a good ball into Gyökeres. Good save by the keeper. I think that's the perfect time to make some changes. Right, we'll give Timber a rest. We'll bring on Ward. Swap them around. Nacio's a bit tired as well, so we can bring on Costa. And you know what? Robertson can come on because Christensen's a bit tired. Why not? When we're 4-1 up, I think we can get away with it. Rest some players as well. Because our next Champions League game that we'll be playing in full, lads, is against Real Madrid. Who, despite the fact in real life, have had a... Oh, that nearly went in. Oh, unlucky. Despite the fact that Real Madrid have not had the best time in the Champions League in real life. Obviously, they just lost 2-0 to Liverpool. Mbappe missing a penalty. Cork man Quaveen Kelleher saving it. I'd be delighted for him if it was for anybody else but Liverpool. But they're obviously not having a great time in that competition. But in the game, it's much, much different. Can you imagine, though, if Real Madrid... Let's have a go with Anthony Gordon. Oh, unlucky. Can you imagine, though, if Real Madrid got knocked out of the Champions League in the league phase? In real life, I mean. That would be... Like, honestly, that would be crazy. And I like Real Madrid. I'm not saying I want it to happen. I'm just saying that, especially after bringing in Mbappe, it would be an absolute calamity if it was to happen. And they are currently in 24th place, which would give them a playoff place, but there's still a few games to go. But I tell you what, Liverpool, they are flying at the moment in the Champions League. I wouldn't be surprised if they were the ones to go on and win it. But here's hoping that they don't. Here is real-life Liverpool player Robertson, oh, who I do hope in this career mode can be on a Champions League winning team. Yeah, let's make our final few changes as well. Let's bring on Maeda, take off Francisco, and let's bring on Scott McTominay. Have both of our Scottish players on the pitch. Here we go. But it looks like it's going to be a successful end to this episode. As I say, though, I will show you the league phase table after this. Here's Maeda. Oh, only just off the bench. Had a go. We've scored some crackers in this episode. So I'm feeling confident when we can get it into a position where I feel like we can let fly. Only 2 added minutes. Ooh, can they pull one back though, Frankfurt? Oh, they might do here. Ederson with a brilliant save. They went for the power shot, and it still wasn't enough. The referee can blow that full-time whistle, and Celtic can celebrate another victory here in the Champions League. Kokchu bringing home the match ball. 3 attempts, 3 goals. Perfect performance from him, and a perfect way to wrap up the gameplay in this episode. You love to see Celtic in second place here in the Champions League table. 5 games in, only 1 defeat, 21 goals scored. Still conceding far too many, but listen, that's just the norm here on this channel, it seems. But I'm very, very pleased with this position. PSG leading the table at the moment. They are still unbeaten, 4 wins and 1 draw, 13 points for them after 5 games. And as you can see there, Real Madrid just below us on goal difference. And just to confirm here, no, not the Europa League, we're not in that competition. Real Madrid is our next game in the Champions League. It's the 2nd year in a row that we'll be playing them. It was, of course, at Celtic Park as well last season, and it was a roller coaster of a game. Thankfully, the goalkeeper that we had last season will not be playing this season because some sort of spell seemed to be cast on him that I hope Ederson will be able to avoid. So yeah, that was quite frustrating last season. So hopefully we don't see a repeat of that. But lads, that will be in Monday's episode. We will wrap up the league phase in that episode, and then hopefully continue to progress here in the Champions League and get to our 2nd Champions League final in a row, which hopefully will have a better end result than last season's one. If you did enjoy this video, lads, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. I wanted to thank you all once again for helping me get to 400 subscribers. We are on the road to 500, so please do hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying the content. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you all on Monday. Take care.